Right, I am here at the golf course. This is my warm-up. I'm here with Alaygra. She's coming right back. So I have my own set that my uncle gave to me many years ago. So I was told I need to use the kickstand. So let's see how that goes. All right, hold on.
Have your golf bag and you have clubs. Normally golf bags should have 14 clubs, right? So you see you have, let's start with this. So your A, your pitching wedge, let's see, you're 56, right? So basically these shots are part of your short game. So you know that, oh, thank you. So you know that these shots, when you hit them, you know they're not going to go that far because these shots, you use these to get on the green. Do you know what I'm saying? So,
so the green little circular section. Okay.
Yes. So, yeah. And of course, you know your putter, of course, you put when you get to the putting green, of course, right?
Oh.
So, let's get these other clubs. Okay. Wait, is the camera on me too, or is it just on the clubs?
Both. I mean, now it's on the clubs.
Okay, so you have your 5, 6, 7, and then your 8, right? So, let's start with.
Why so many numbers and how do you know? One's like medium or something?
Yeah, so okay, so how can I explain it? So 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So with these shots, they're of course they're gonna go a little further, of course, than your pitching wedge and your A and your 56, right? So it's like the opposite in golf. So with this 7, your 7 is gonna go, of course, longer. With your, let's say 6, it's going to go even longer than the 7, and then your 5 is going to go even longer than your 6, if that makes sense.
And then 4 goes longer than the rest.
Exactly.
Of
them.
So
right. It's like the lower numbers. That's like the lower numbers, right? The distances, like as the lower as you go, the distances. That's how far you'll hit it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if I explain that right, y'all, you know. So yeah. So your 8. Let me show you. So I'm gonna do like this. So my pitching wedge would of course go further than my A and my 56, right? And then my 8 will go a little further than my pitching wedge. My 7 will go further than my 8. Then so forth. So 6 to go longer, and then you of course when we get to 5 longer and 4 go longer. Okay. So yeah, I don't know why it was hard to explain, but it's just I don't know.
It's different when you're telling someone else.
Yeah, it's just like okay, yeah. So this is the driver, and of course this is.
Wait a minute! Don't swing.
Oh, I'm not gonna swing. This is where you see if your shot that this thing goes, of course, far, but it depends on the person. You got to put your all into it. All right, shoulder turn, everything for it to go far.
So is there a big weight difference between all of these, or?
So, you know what? Honestly, if you think about it. Mm-hmm. Irons are a little heavier than the driver. I think because the shaft, I think it's just a little sturdier. But if you want to kind of like see. So yeah,
so this is really light.
Okay, and then isn't that a little heavier?
Yeah, so it's more sturdy.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, it's more sturdier, and I think it's just the material what they use. But
what's this term called again?
Driver, and then this is your iron. So I need to go over that. Irons are.
How do you know when they get old, when you need new ones?
Honestly, you can play with old clubs. It just depends on you. It depends on what you're trying to do.
But when you look at clubs, you can tell if they're too old.
You can tell how old clubs are when you look at them. And then I know, for instance, Spalding, the basketball brand, they used to make clubs.
Oh wow.
But they stopped, so
well, we're not gonna sponsor them here.
Right. So I'm like, Spalding made golf clubs. I didn't know that until found out a minute ago. So, like I said, your driver. This is your hybrid right here.
Hybrid.
And this is your wood.
And why do they keep a cover on this one?
So to protect it. So because you don't want your clubs to scratch, because you know how your clubs kind of go through some things, because you put them in your trunk. You may have some in your trunk, and you want to protect the face of it. Okay, so you want to make sure you keep covers.
Do all of them need covers, or?
Well, honestly, I need some more, as you can see. But the irons not necessarily, but the drivers and the woods and hybrids, you do want to make sure they're covered, all because of you know, your clubs, you kind of put them in the trunk, you know, and then, you know, when you hit with them, it gets mud on it and stuff like this. So you want to protect them. Because if you don't, you come out here and your driver or wood or hybrid is all messed up, it's going to show in your shot. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, that's really...
Oh, that's important.
Yeah, it's very important. So it's very important to kind of keep them clean, keep them, you know, from scratching. All right, so my goal is right there. So I look at my destination. Come back to it. And you have to have good posture. You want to make sure your back is straight. Okay. Make sure, of course, both hands on the club. Make sure your feet placement, and your feet placement should be parallel to your shoulders. So it shouldn't be too wide unless I'm hitting a drive shot, my drive, okay? Because with my drive, I'm gonna have my my legs a little longer, but we'll get into it. So with this shot, like I said, it's part of the short game, so it's a short shot. So do my chipping.
Chipping.
Okay. And then I'm just simply gonna chip like that. Alright, so that's a chip shot. So it's just simply going back and through. Now I'm about to do a pitch shot. A pitch shot is I'm just taking it a little higher, so it's like halfway, okay? And coming through. Okay. Set up to address my ball, look at my destination. Pitch shot. So a pitch shot be a little...
I'm so stupid. I'd be like, where'd it go?
I'm dead. Okay. All right, so Star's about to hear a shot, but before you start, Star, pick a destination because you don't want to just be hitting at nothing. Okay, you don't want to just be hitting to hit, you know. So even though you may not get to your destination, but still, it's always good to have a target.
Okay.
Okay. So where's your target?
Is there that green?
Since you have a shorter club, just aim at this one. All right, you ready?
Oh.
Okay, so you hit behind the ball, right? And that comes with your feet placement. Come up here. Wait, come up here, because you're all right there. I know it's muddy. I know. I know. Just put your ball right there. Probably just like, God damn, I just ain't mud. Tell me about it.
Rough patch.
Okay. So make sure that, so you want your ball, right, to be positioned in the middle of your stance, right? And what I've been taught was to kind of have it a little slightly, to have it slightly aligned with my left heel, just a little bit, not like this, but
Wait,
just.
Which one are you talking? Oh, the ball.
Yeah. So your ball placement, right? It should be okay. So come over some. So basically, it should be in the middle of your stance. But okay, you want to make sure you see how your left is back some. Make sure. Let me show you something. So I'm gonna do like this, right? So you're gonna make sure your feet are aligned with the club. So put your feet aligned with the club. Okay, scoot up some more. Okay, now you see how your feet are parallel with each other.
Look what's happening. I have no room to stand.
So that means you gotta stand back some.
I thought you want me to go over.
Nah, but like,
I'm like, wait.
as long as your feet are parallel, and as long as one's not further than the other one, you know what I'm saying?
How do you know if you got too much space?
You can feel it. You can feel it. But does that feel good? Does that feel like you have proper space for spacing?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, just saying.
It's time for the grand finale.
Okay.
I didn't know which way it went.
I know it went right there, but you hit it, but you made contact with it. Like I said, even though it didn't go it didn't go up, but you made contact with it, and that's what we
I
want.
was supposed to aim for something. I forgot to do that.
So let's do some more.
Oh, she about to kill us, Lord.
Hold your ball, Hold your ball.
She gonna have us rolling down the hill.
Yeah, I got some tea. Oh wait, we still recording? Okay, yeah, just like that. All
All right, bye.